Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chassy Cortes, and welcome to VisMin Speaks. Now, PR Works Incorporated, as you already know, launched VisMin Speaks last year. It's a Facebook series that aims to show the different perspectives in the Visayas and Mindanao on various topics. Now, of course, they have this belief that these islands have the potential of coming together, growing, and developing as one. Now, PR Works is a public relations agency which is based in Cebu. They've been in the industry for 15 years. Yes, that's right. And they work in the Visayas and Mindanao region. These are actually their niche areas. They have been working with international and local partner clients as well. Now, actually, I'm really glad that I was able to work with them a few years ago when I was still a kid. Not that I'm too old now. No. That was like just a few years ago back then. This year, though, I'm really proud of this because PR Works has started to expand, and they are expanding their VisMin Speaks content. They want to create insightful webinars, starting with the features on VisMin women leaders. Now, if you missed it out, we actually launched our first episode. It's on our page right now if you missed it. Okay, the first episode basically featured really strong, really empowering women in media. And during that episode, we talked about, how the pandemic has affected the media industry. And it was a very insightful conversation. So again, if you missed that out, it's on our page. Now, for today's episode, we will be focusing on women leaders in business, game changers during the pandemic. And this is the second and final episode for our VisMin Leaders series. Now, we have three diverse women entrepreneurs from different areas of VisMin joining us today. And please allow me to introduce them to you one by one. First up, we have Ms. Sylvia Okinlay-Paraguya from Bukidnon, the CEO of the National Confederation of Cooperatives. Hi, Ms. Sylvia, how are you doing?
I'm here in the farm. I've been working from home March 14th last year.
Wow. I actually, you know what? You're from Bukidnon. I was just there last year because my grandma also lives in Bukidnon. I have my relatives there also.
I'm in paradise in this
Yes,
time.
you are, definitely.
Yes.
I actually really want to go there. If not for the pandemic, I would have been there in a heartbeat already. I love Bukidnon. Really, it's paradise there. Thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Sylvia.
My pleasure.
And we have Miss Beatrice Castano from Cebu, the owner and founder of Ecotrail.ph and a Greenpeace Better Normal Youth champion. She's also a registered occupational therapist in the Philippines and the USA. Hi, Miss Beatrice. How are you doing?
Hello, good afternoon, Miss Chassy. All good. Getting used to the summer heat, I guess.
Yes, we are. Like today, I was just like asking myself, why is my throat so dry? But today is not as I think it's not as hot or warm as the previous days, right?
Yes. And then maybe like humid. I don't know.
It is humid. It is.
Bottle with me, so
I also have my handy dandy water bottle with me on the side just in case, But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Miss Chassy.
And finally, we have Ms. Nana Jover from Iloilo, entrepreneur and blogger. She's also the co-founder of Dollface Skincare Cosmetics and the owner of TND Iloilo Bazaar. Hello to you, Ms. Nana.
Hello,
Ms. Nana still with us?
Sorry, nawawala-wala yung net kasi maulan ngayon dito.
See, it's hot here, pero sa Iloilo, it's maulan.
Yes.
Wow. Would you prefer hot or rainy season though?
Sa akin mas prefer ko yung rainy season eh.
Parang meditating, like calming nerves and energy with the rain, diba? Everything is all well there in Iloilo?
Yes. Okay naman. Kahit pa paano.
We're all getting by. So thank you so much, Miss Sylvia, Miss Beatrice, and Miss Nana for joining us today. Now, of course, I'll be asking you some questions. There will be some questions wherein all three of you will be asked to answer, but there are also particular questions to particular panelists. Okay, so I'll be calling you one by one so you can answer the questions that we have for you. But of course, since we're talking about entrepreneurship, business, and women paving the way for other women also to be able to excel in this industry, we would like to know how it all started with all three of you. So of course, we want to know your story, the story behind your business, and how and when or how and why did you start it. So I'd like to ask Miss Sylvia for the story behind your business.
Miss Chassy, my story would be different because while I have my little enterprise, my main work is really as a CEO of the National Confederation of Cooperatives. And in that sense, I would consider myself a social entrepreneur because cooperatives are considered as the quintessential social enterprise. So we don't just look at the net surplus, the financial bottom line, but we are looking at the social bottom line, economic, and environmental bottom line. So I am primarily a CEO of NATCO. It is difficult to really push the little enterprise that we have, but there's a very nice story coming up on our little family business. We're actually in a farm and we have a small dairy farm. And when you are in the farm, you do a lot of things because when you have the dairy, then you have the vermiculture, then you have the vermiculture, you have an organic garden. When you have organic garden, then you have the vegetables. So you don't sell just one product, you sell a lot of things. So, but because I'm the CEO of NATCO, it's like a sideline. It's not really the main thing that I'm doing right now. I'm managing the federation from here. I'm a virtual CEO for more than a year. And if I may share with you, because I'm different because I'm more of a social entrepreneur, although I know that the other ladies are also interested in social results because I see that you're in Greenpeace, you're in Ecotrail, and of course the skincare and cosmetics. I'm interested because I also do that.
Seems to be trend nowadays, no? It doesn't even recognize age or like wherever you're from. It's just a very relevant thing right now that everyone seems to get into, no? Skincare.
I'm happy to be with these ladies because we also have a camp in the ridge, and that means we also accept visitors to look at the camp and see our ridges here are very beautiful. I can share with you individually our ridges. Then the skincare actually came up because of our exposure with honey. So
right, yes.
Yes, we started with dairy and then we started to sweeten it with honey, and then we tried to get the honey with the hive and we extracted the honey, then I mixed it with virgin cocoa oil and with lavender, so I have a beeswax body butter. So that's I said, these are guys who can tell me what to do with my skincare, but that's it. I'm more of the social entrepreneur since I'm managing a federation of 180 employees. And
wow.
Yes, we have a treasury and credit function. We have a payments and remittances function. I have education, training, and consultancy, and we do advocacies for children and youth, for DRR, for God and enterprises. So I cannot be the full-time entrepreneur for my little business. I'm the CEO of the federation, but I'm very happy to listen to these ladies because, yeah, we're living in a farm and we call it the eco farm, so you can go horseback riding and you can go to our camp and watch the ridges. Then we can offer you organic lettuce, the yogurt dressing, etc.
Oh my goodness, this is just, you are, Sylvia, stop. Because you make me want to go there right now. Like, I want to stop this recording and just head there right now.
You should. We eat adlay, if you know adlay. I don't know, it's alternative to rice.
Yes, I did come across that. It actually tastes good.
Yeah, it's like the pasta taste in terms of the
Yeah.
taste. We have adlai, then you have organic lettuce, then you have the herbs, then it's homesteading to the max. You eat what you grow in the garden, no?
I can even like hear the wind. Like, okay, let's Miss Sylvia, stop. I miss Bukidnon, really. I swear I miss.
We're in Bukidnon.
Balay, Bukidnon.
Malay-Balay is the next town to our place.
All right. So I'll definitely let you know if I'm hopefully soon though. I just really hope this pandemic is over. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Miss Sylvia. And
Yes.
of course, you mentioned this. This might turn into some sort of like an opportunity for business partnerships. Sylvia mentioned honey, right? And her interest in skincare. So with that, let's go to Miss Nana now. Who Miss Sylvia, pay attention, okay? You might get something from this. Miss Nana, please do tell us the story behind your business. How and why did you start it up?
For my TND Bazaar, kasi ako yung ang organizer. So mahilig kasi ako sa retail. I'm into fashion na retail. So when I was in Manila last 2016, nag-join ako sa Bazaar in Laguna, and then stayed there for like 3 months, and then I came back here sa Iloilo. Nag-join ako sa mga Bazaar. It's more on fashion eh. And then it was only in 2019 that I decided to become an organizer. Nag-organize ako ng mga bazaar dun sa mga malls. I'm also like meron ako mga exhibitors sa mga local entrepreneurs, yung parang ako yung nag-organize ng bazaar sila para makapasok sila sa malls. And then sa skincare product ko, it's organic actually. So, kayo Ma'am Sylvia, pwede tayo.
Wow, connecting! Oh my goodness, business opportunity here. You're welcome, ha? Pag successful yan.
It started lang nung 2019, but nung 2020, I realized kasi during the pandemic, nung nag-lockdown, yung mga tao, it's more on, pa rin talaga sila sa skincare product. So, nag-order pa rin sila sa online, and then we deliver it sa kanila. So, parang yung during the pandemic sa lockdown, yung food at saka beauty products hindi talaga nawawala sa sa scene. So, ganon.
Nag-shift kasi na self-care, di ba? Like that has been the huge shift during the pandemic, during the lockdown. Then kasi walang magawa. You're just inside your house na, di ba? And then you keep on watching all these mga Korean series and all that. But oh my goodness, even the guys look way better than the girls, di ba? So parang
yes, and then yung mga sa TikTok, yung mga ganun beauty vlog na ngayon eh. So parang yung yung beauty industry talaga, grabe yung parang humahataw pa din until now. Ganon.
So are you siguro after this whole panel, maybe you and Miss Sylvia can kind of talk to each other. Feed us honey with all its healing properties and all. Baka you can collaborate on a product together. You can call it Chassy, ha, para hindi niyo ako makalimutan. All right. Okay. Of course, we'll get into that later, and then we'll follow up then like few days after this whole panel is done. So just to check if you already started a business. And now we go to Miss Beatrice. Of course, we'd like to know your story, like about the advocacies that you support and also your business.
All right. So if I were to summarize my business, it's like it's something I did not see coming. So it was established in last year also. 2 years ago, September 2019. The same year I got into free diving. I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with free diving. It's like scuba diving, but you have to take out all the breathing apparatus. So you have to dive with one breath hold. So I just like to focus on that because it's because of that everything else was just steady. So I used to free dive almost like every weekend. And then when I free dive, I feel guilty because there are a lot of single-use plastics like floating on the surface of the water and even under like 10 meters deep. So building up with the guilt, I felt the need to do something, no? So I start with like little changes with myself lang, with trying to reduce single-use plastic cups, cutleries, by trying to purchase reusable. And so when I was trying to maintain the lifestyle, another need, I felt the need to encourage like my immediate family and friends. So I started to tell them, "No, you buy this and you buy that." Then like some of them supported until I felt na what about I will make this available and affordable to everyone. So maybe they will be like me. Now it's all started with a reusable cup, and then it's like domino effect. They will also change the rest of their lifestyle, like switching to reusable pads and everything. So there was one day and I invested my 15th salary
Oh.
on the reusable cup, and I just like sold like 30 cups the first time. And then the rest was history, Miss Chassy. I invested on the other reusable products as well. So it's because of free diving, and I've been selling reusable products ever since. And right now we have a physical store. It's a refillery shop wherein people would go in to bring reusable and then refilling household products like
Wow.
dishwashing liquid, shampoo, brown sugar, and the rest.
Yeah. Wow, that's really nice, huh? Thanks to your free spirit
Diving.
also. No, you're a free spirited person, so you tried free diving. I don't think I'll be able to do that. No.
You should try.
I don't even know how long I hold my breath. Like probably I can hold it for only like 10 seconds. That's it. I'm dead. Like no.
I used to hold it for 15 seconds. I used to hold it for 15. Yeah, before, but right now more or less 1 minute and 45 seconds. I know you can do it too.
What?
But it's all started with free diving.
Wow. But hey, that's actually good. Something really, really good came out of it. And damay-damay nyo lahat, diba? Started with friends and family. Let's do this together.
Yeah.
And now you're encouraging the entire society actually to get into the cause, because it's actually good for us, diba, in the long run. So like, we're all talking about our businesses here. And of course, you have a physical store already. Miss Sylvia there is in her beautiful farm, coordinating from afar. And then Miss Nana also. How has the pandemic actually affected your business? Because I know a lot of industries are affected by the pandemic, but we want to know specifically in what you do. How did it affect it? Let's start off with because we just heard fresh from Miss Beatrice. How did it affect your business?
Well, initially, the business was online. We just had the physical store last January. So in terms of maintaining the physical store before, unlike other businesses, they had to close. So it was easy for us because it was mainly online. So one of the challenges was, one of the challenges probably is working on improving, increasing engagement with our market. So I had to learn a lot of strategies online because everyone is online. So I had to learn about digital advertising, which I don't have any idea of. I had to improve my inventory. So that's one of the challenge. Aside from that, we had to adapt to the new normal, like with the precautions, especially when we established the physical store. So there were like COVID precautions that we had to like firmly establish, even in our area, because sometimes like the local residents does not follow the precautions. So I think that's it lang, Miss Chassy. Those two.
Then of course, if you're faced with these challenges and you eventually learn how to adapt and how to be able to overcome the challenge, then diba? Like it's us also, like I guess it's the need for us to survive in a situation like this, diba? Like we just can't leave it alone. We have to adapt and we have to like go.
We have no choice. we have a right to take a pause, but then we still have to adapt to these changes, even outside pandemic.
My goodness, yes, that's right. And you have a physical store now. I wonder how Miss Nana is doing, because Miss Nana actually organizes exhibits. So, Miss Nana, how did the pandemic actually affect your business and the way you you do your business, and what did you do to overcome this challenge?
Siguro if I were to compare yung pandemic sa ngayon, it's like a theme park eh. Yung sa business namin na parang it's a roller coaster. Lalo na sa amin, we go sa mga malls, so pag nag-lockdown yon, wala talaga, wala talaga.
Mm-hmm.
Yun yung parang siguro, me as an organizer and then yung sa mga exhibitors ko, we have to lean on each other para in order for us to survive. And then kailangan we are forced to we are forced to cut down and go smaller para na kailangan namin na mag-survive ng ganon. And siguro for us sa pandemic, sobrang hirap yung yung sa line ng business ko. Pero ngayon at ito tutulungan lang talaga kami in order for us to survive this.
Mm-hmm. So did you was there a time na you shifted it online then just to it was the fad eh. Everything was online. But was it possible for you to actually shift it online?
No, for me as an organizer, hindi, mahirap kasi yung yung business ko talaga depends talaga sa mall. So nagde-depend siya sa exhibitors, gano'n. So pag close yung mall, close talaga yung sa business. So nag-isip ako, that's why I decided to na mag-open ng other stores, like I have my retail sa fashion, I have my beauty products, kasi gano'n yun. Hindi ako pwede mag-depend sa pag-organize ng talaga ng bazaar kasi pag nag-close yung mall, close lahat talaga. So gano'n.
Yeah, maybe it's good that you also have something on the side, no? Like part of adapting to the challenges that we face also is having options, di ba? Parang yung sinasabi nila, dapat meron kang option A, B, Z until Z, di ba? So that's actually good, and parang it kind of like promotes this spirit of camaraderie din, na parang we're all in this together, di ba? Na sige lang, let's do this now muna, let's hit pause muna, pero when everything is done and dusted, parang let's get together again. Just to parang uplift each other. So that's really nice. So it kind of like created a stronger bond between the organizers.
Yun din yung na-realize ko na you should not just invest your money sa isang negosyo lang kasi pag nawala yung isa, wala talaga. So kailangan you have to invest sa iba-ibang business kung if possible talaga. If kaya, gawin mo yung ganun. Kasi pag nawala yung isa, meron kang
Very smart advice. So whoever's watching right now, please keep that in mind. You need to have options in case your option does not work out, diba? Thank you so much, Miss Nana. And sige, usap pa yun ni Miss Sylvia later, ha? Option C daw, Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia, okay, your turn. The challenges. How did this pandemic affect your business? And well, actually, not the business. Let's focus more on the cooperative. How did it affect how you dealt with all the members, and also what did you do to overcome the challenges?
Yeah, I'm working with more than 800 cooperatives, although not of them are serviced by us. So we shifted our services online. That's why I'm able to do work from home. 90% of us are working from home, but we have a skeleton force of about 20 people in Quezon City. So we do education, training, and consultancy. We did all of that online, and in fact, we made money from that. In the past, we were have attendance of 3,000, but because of COVID, we're able to reach almost 6,000. So it's like we were able to disrupt positively the education, training, and consultancy. If we have a 5-year target, we're done with the 2022 target already because of COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, because we did all our trainings online, learning platform, consultancy online, and then we were able to reduce the costs. No more airfare for speakers, no more hotel. So you reduce the tuition fee. So even if you reduce the revenues, finally, our net surplus from education training, I think almost doubled. So yes, and we implement transactional systems, the core banking systems of co-ops. We can do that remote. We can implement our platforms remote. So everything, membership recruitment remote, we audit remote, so we're able to do it remotely. But in the end, the cooperatives in the country, just like the banks, they're awash with money. That's the same with cooperatives. There's so much cash because there's a reduction in the demand for loans. But
okay.
yes, so there's low demand for loans, and your deposits did not reduce because the cooperatives and their members, they opted to put their money in the co-ops. So deposits increasing, reduction in loans, your liquidity is very high. But some of the cooperatives and even us, we have reduced profitability. But we have survived COVID. We have survived COVID by shifting digitally. We are ready. So like now I'm here. Somebody checks on the transactions electronically. Then they just ask for my approval electronically. Then it goes through the system. I think in terms of our family business, because we're in the rural areas, we're not as affected as those in the urban. My son is just like the ladies here. He's very concerned of environment. We deliver milk in bottles here in our town. He will not allow us to use the one-use plastic. So we have milk bottles here, and health products, we did not see a decrease in our sales because people would like to buy honey to increase their immunity. They would like to help their health, and they buy skincare to improve their skin. So we did not experience a reduction in the demand. In fact, increases in demand for the milk products. But my sales would decrease for those which I bring to Manila. Kasi I'm here stationed, so I cannot bring the products to Manila. But right now, we've started to ship our products from here to Manila via the cargos. So I think we were able to market it little by little online, but not really in big volumes. But for the dairy products, it's just here locally. Then we try to sell our yogurt somewhere with friends, mostly with friends.
Friends supporting friends.
Yeah.
We all start with that. If you have any problems, then I'll support you. Parang I got your back. You got mine. Parang ganon, di ba?
We call it food for friends because you don't sell inorganic or products with chemicals to your friends. You sell the best products to your friends. So it's mostly organic products.
That's good. And I'm sure they love every product that you actually have them buy, di ba? Now, nothing in the world is for free. Business is business, di ba? Separation of relationship and business. We all have to understand that, di ba? So a lot of people always, ask about the challenges and all that, but I don't want to end it on a very negative note because I don't want to see challenges as something negative. Because I feel like the word challenges actually means that you are in for a good beginning or maybe a restart, diba? It should be something positive. So to end that question and this segment about challenges during the pandemic, I just in a very short answer, we all want to know, despite all of these things happening right now, what motivates you to just move forward, right? The motivation that that makes you just go on despite all the hardships and all the struggles. Miss Sylvia, let's start with you. Short.
I think we were done with the worst, and I think 2021 would be better than 2020 with the vaccine. So if we survive 2020, the more we'll survive the 2021. And our cooperatives are interested to serve the communities, and I think that is what is needed by the communities. So we will just continue. This experience will lead us to prepare for something else in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I think pandemics will just come, maybe not in 100 years. So having this experience, we learn from this and then just move forward.
I like that. Let's look forward. Miss Beatrice.
Major takeaways for the pandemic is like more of the mindset, Miss Chassy. Like I learned about this mindset that you have to acknowledge that there are really a lot of circumstances, situations, or people that you really have no control of. But what you have like full control of is how you respond to these situations. And then the second one is more of like the growth mindset. Instead of seeing problems as something that is disappointing or something that would really bother you, because of the pandemic, I've been seeing these problems as like opportunities for growth. I see them now with these problems, there will be solutions. And if I will be able to find solutions, new ways, methods, then it will contribute to my growth. So that's why I keep on moving forward despite all the like challenges and the problems, which are a lot.
It's there for a reason. It'll keep us going forward, of course. And Miss Nana, what about you? What motivates you to just move forward and keep on going?
Just like what Ma'am Sylvia said, if we were able to survive 2020, there is nothing na hindi natin ma-survive. And it's probably because on my part, it's my passion eh. It's my passion. And I know it's very confusing, it's very stressful, and very challenging sa ngayon. But hindi dapat mawala ng hope yung gano'n. Parang I also want to challenge myself na hanggang until when, hanggang kailan yung kaya mo, yung mga gano'n. So parang it's also more on self-development, yung ganun, fulfillment, yung ganun.
That's good. Now, Miss Nana, of course, let's focus on you now, because aside from doing all of these businesses on the side and you organizing exhibits, you are also a blogger, right? So I mean, like, I swear to you, I have so much respect for content creators, for bloggers, after being a part of the press junket in Indonesia for movies that we were promoting in Asia. And my God, the time, the effort that you have to put in just to be able to create even that simple, hi, hello, my name is this, welcome to, like that. Dude, it's not, I swear, I have so much respect for you guys. And I know that there are other people who actually have this negative, like how they see bloggers are just like, they're just doing that for fun. No, because I saw what happens behind the camera, behind the scene. But I want to know, like, you're juggling so many things at the same time. How do you manage your time, Miss Nana?
Actually, kasi that's what I've said, ma'am. It's my passion kasi. So if you're passionate with something, you will always mag-allocate ka talaga ng time for it. And second, I started vlogging way back in 2012. So parang it's my it's like my virtual diary. Parang outlet ko din siya sa busy life ko, yung ganun. And I just love. Gusto ko lang talaga yung mag-vlog eh. Parang it's my outlet pag nagko-cause ng mga stress, yung ganun. So I write, yung parang ganun.
So, meron bang na very unforgettable experience na that happened to you, na parang in terms of like how your audience reacted, or was there anything na parang hindi mo talaga makalimutan?
So far parang wala naman. Yung mga bash, parang wala namang nagbabash.
Thank God. Wala naman yung bash. Baka were you able to, like, di ba the main reason for that also is connecting with people who can relate to you, and maybe like collaboration. Meron bang mga ganun na nangyari?
There was this one guy who also started nag-vlogging because daw sa akin, because he got inspired. Yes, he got inspired dahil sa akin. So parang he always check my vlog, yung ganun, until he decided to start his own vlog. So ngayon parang mas mataas pa yung followers niya kaysa sa akin.
Ay, wow. Content push naman yan, kuya.
Sa heart yung parang, because we met few months ago, and then yun parang sinabi niya sa akin na you were the reason why I started vlogging, yung parang ganon, because you inspired me, and yun parang nakakataba ng puso. No, ay, meron pala ako na-inspired.
Oh, that's really nice. Yes, that's a very nice story. At the end of the day, diba, we do that not just like we want to touch people's hearts basically, diba? So parang
Yes.
that's a very nice feeling, I bet. Diba, Miss Nana? Yes. And of course, from our panelists, it's not just Miss Nana who's juggling a lot of things at the same time. Miss Beatrice, you also juggle multiple things at the same time. So how do you devote time to campaign for your advocacy while also handling your business?
I'm working as a faculty instructor right now in Cebu Doctors University, so it's quite hard doing lectures and then also trying to manage the business downstairs. So
Superwoman, huh? My gosh.
but
Who
I
knows?
think one of the something that really helped me is free diving, because at the weekends I try my best to allot time for myself so that I can do a reset, so that next week I could like do all of these things again. So I think you have to find an escape, temporary escape, where you could gather all of your energy.
Grabe naman yung escape mo, Miss Beatrice. Free diving talaga. No.
It's in
I'll find
Mactan, so
my
just
own.
yeah.
So
Find
parang
an escape,
So parang at the end of the day, you just find something that doesn't feel like work to you. Diba? Like
Yeah.
find something that that will just it just feels natural doing. Diba? Na parang you
K-drama.
don't say that because I'm guilty.
True, I agree. Dapat non-related work, so K-drama.
You caught me. I'm guilty. I'm actually binging on a lot of K-dramas now kasi walang magawa sa bahay. We're not allowed to go out kasi. So, yeah.
You deserve it, Miss Chassy. You deserve
Do
it.
not judge me.
You deserve it.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Miss Beatrice. And of course, Miss Sylvia, being an entrepreneur while leading the top co-op federation in the country and an NGO at the same time, how do you all do this? You want to know?
First, I'm here in the farm, and I think this is the first time that I have stayed with my family for a long time. Because I was based in Manila and my family, the boys, my husband and 2 sons are here. So I am more relaxed now because they're here. But how do I manage? Syempre 8 to 6, that would be my NATCO. After that, maybe I can sell something. And on weekends, that's the time I will post my my products, so I will not be charged of moonlighting.
You might want to try use a Facebook, diba? Like it's very popular ngayon. Parang pamain po, pamain. Baka that's your next calling, Miss Sylvia. Online selling.
No, I am in the house because I cannot get out. So I just go up to sleep. Then in the morning you go down to start working. Then you go up to sleep. So on weekends, at the time, I'll try to sell my products. But it's more difficult now actually. When you do virtual work, it's borderless. So in Manila, you can only do 2 meetings, especially if you cross to Roas Boulevard. But now, when you have the virtual 3 to 4 meetings a day, it's so toxic because just as long as you have connectivity, then you're on. So I think this is my second meeting. By 4 o'clock, I have another. At 5, I have another one. So
wow.
It's more, I think it's stressful when it's virtual because you are not affected by the traffic of EDSA. So that means just as long as there's smart PLDT or Globe, then you're connected. But
downside,
enjoying the time with my family because I did not have that for a long time. So even if the virtual meetings will be stressful, then you have time to relax and look at the clouds as they flow, look at the mountains and my garden. So our house is not nice, it's the view which is nice. No, it's mountain ranges all over. Huh? And
Miss
with
Julia
connectivity.
talaga, you're like rubbing it on our faces na parang you know, very nice view and we're stuck in the four corners of our like
Yes. I flew out of Manila. Actually, I'm fortunate. I flew out of Manila on March 14, 5:30 via Cebu. Because the flight by 11:30 of March 14 was cancelled, and the time that they got out of Manila was already in June. So, swerte pa rin ako na nakalipad ako. Virtual meetings can be toxic,
right.
borderless, and that means that you also have to find something to do to relax your mind. And of course, the K-dramas. I have watched Chinese dramas. I have watched Taiwanese. You're wondering, why can't I understand the words? Ba't nawala na si Anyang Haseyo? No, it's Chinese na pala.
Because sometimes they all look the same daw kasi.
You do not know. But you know what the influence are of the dramas to me? First, yung the local products. So, for example, here in our place, we tried to make our own wine from Adlai because that's what you see in Korea. They drink their own wine for lunch. So, then you look at then the lettuce for the samgyup. So, very much by Korean.
Sylvia, you're on a roll today. Okay. Yeah, right.
While work can be a bit toxic, then there's the view and the food which you just get from your garden. And then of course you have to thank the Korean dramas. Ay wala yung it's not so sexy, you know. That's why
very conservative.
Conservative. Oh.
Miss Nana, do you also watch Korean drama ba? Do you also watch K-dramas? Yes, no?
Yes. Yung current na winawatch ko ngayon is yung Nine-Tailed Fox.
I finished that. Hello. I finished that. What are you watching now? So that's the tale of the nine-tailed yata, di ba?
Yes.
And then Miss Sylvia, what are you watching now, Miss Sylvia?
Done with so many things like things. I don't know the titles anymore.
You don't know the title?
No more titles.
You only see characters as you don't know what the title is, di ba?
That's not I was looking. Oh, I've seen this movie When My Love Blooms.
Oh, what? Camellia Blooms? Yeah. Oh my God.
When My Love Blooms.
Like I'm actually showing everyone that I know K-drama so much. Sorry, I have so much free time. Miss Beatrice, what about you? What are you watching now?
I'm not really watching K-drama, but I'm invested on a K-pop group. I'm not sure. BTS.
BTS. Are you an ARMY?
I am afraid I am. Not yet full blown, but yeah, getting there.
Good luck. We support you for that.
Thank you very much.
We're just having so much fun today, no? Like I want just to be able to get to know you guys also very well, and it seems to be happening right now. I don't know, we're talking about different things at the same time then parang we always have to like go off topic all the time, but yeah, as unfortunately we don't have all the time in the world though. So I would like to ask each one of you, of course, for any last piece of advice or any like stories that you would want to share with all those who are watching us right now, before I let you guys go, because I know you're very busy also. Let's start with you, Miss Nana. Any last piece of advice to everyone watching us right now?
For those who wanted to venture on businesses, siguro yung ma-advise ko lang is not to give up. Yung mga struggles, yung mga hardships, expected na talaga yun na darating siya. So yung sa akin lang is to always have that hope sa heart nyo, kasi at saka yung mag-pray always and believe na kakayanin nyo talaga. So yun yung talaga yung pinaka your weapon na para ma-push through and to become successful din sa whatever man yung business na gusto nyo or your endeavor that you wanted to push through. That's all.
Thank you so much, Miss Nana, and we really appreciate you joining us today then. Thank you so much. We learned so much from you, huh? As in. Now, let's move on to Miss Beatrice now. Any last piece of advice to those who are watching us?
To everyone, especially women, I'd like to assure you that we are all capable of like making a difference, no matter how small. I never saw myself as someone who would actually manage Ecotrail.ph. I thought I was just like employee teaching, something like that. Pero what I can tell you is find your purpose. It's so easy to sustain if you know your purpose and your passion. There's this concept, the ikigai. There are 4 things that you have to remember and look for. If you want to look into your passion, first you find what you love, something that you're really good in doing, something that you can be paid for, and 4th is something that the community needs or the world needs. So if those 4 would actually like interconnect, then I think you're good in sustaining whatever passion you are trying to pursue.
I'm unemployed right now. I'll definitely keep that in mind. We're nag-announce na unemployed.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a really, really good set of advice from you, Miss Beatrice. Of course, I know a lot of people who are watching us right now will definitely keep that in mind and will use that to evaluate, diba?
Yes.
The 4 things that you need to take into consideration. Yeah, parang easy guide to like fulfilling your passion and how to sustain it. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
That's really, and thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're very, very busy.
Thank you, Miss Chassy. I'm
and
honored.
Finally, Miss Sylvia, here we go, fresh from the farm. Any last piece of advice to everyone watching us right now?
Tapos na, Beatrice said it all, but that was really a nice thing, no? There's such a thing as the heads hug circles when it is the meeting of your passion and your competency and the economic side. If you have that, that's it. But dagdag mo nga if what contribution you can make to the community. Meron kaming ginagamit yung strengths-based leadership, and there is such a book where you can take the test online and you can look at your 5 best strengths. Kasi you should invest on those strengths rather than repairing your weaknesses. So parang pag nakita mo yon, malalaman mo na ito pala yung strengths ko, then that's where you should focus rather than doing something to repair your weakness. You just build a team. Build a team where the other strengths, yung weakness mo should be filled up by somebody. And in this time of pandemic, always be hopeful, be positive kasi pag nawala yun mahirap. Ang istorya naman talaga, humanity have always survived all types of pestilence. So dadaan din tayo dito and we will be fine. We will learn how to survive with the virus. And I'm a happy person. So kahit saan meron pa ring rason ba tayo magsaya, maski hirap. Then we just have to help other people who's having more difficulties than us. So yon. So I'm very happy to be here and to talk to this very young lady. Sana mag-email tayo. Friends na tayo, be.
Sana yung honey daw, sabi ni Miss Sylvia.
Miss Chassy, baka may negosyo tayo, gawin kitang MC dito.
Ang galing ni Miss Chassy.
Diba? Ako namang pamine. Just put mine. Parang ganon. Ako yung seller mo. Online shopping.
Yes. Yeah, we do a lot of things. We have trainings on digital marketing. You had a special project to help the women sell their digital ready products online. So that's why I'm happy to tuwang-tuwa ako dyan sa mga Ecotrail because that's the passion of my children. They go to forest, etc. And maganda talaga, no? So minegosyo yung dalawa but very clear ang kanilang interest on how to also help the environment, which is really nice for these 2 young ladies. I feel old. I'm the oldest here. Mas si Dollface, matanda ako doon.
Ala, it's just a mental state, age. But yes, I'm very, very, very happy and to have met all of you today. The insights that you have shared with us and the inspiring stories that you have shared with us. Actually, I know this will definitely touch other people who are watching us right now and will actually motivate them then. So thank you so much for sharing your time, your stories with us. I had so much fun with you. Good luck with the business venture, and Miss Sylvia, please contact Miss Doris if you want to hire me as host. Plugging, and I hope to purchase some of your products also, Miss Beatrice. So with that, thank you guys, and wow, ganon. Love. If I may add positive affirmations to your daily routine. We can all do this together. We will definitely be able to get through this as long as we're there for each other, to help each other push whenever we feel like we're down. Let's push each other up. Ganon. So thank you. And this has been Chassy Cortes. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and always stay safe. Put your mask on, bring your sanitizers with you, and social distance. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.